world, Wendy from Cali here, back with another Mixed Mani chat, and this week we are using the Color Street Color Play New Wave strips that were included in the subscription box for the month. So if you have subscribed to the box, you have it, and are just looking to see what can be done with all of the strips from that box, keep watching. I'm going to attempt to use all of them with my Mixed Mani this week. I've been trying to do that with all of the Color Street Color Play boxes just to see what I can do with just what was included, but totally think that some of this needs a little bit of glitter and maybe a darker color, but I'm not going to do a darker color. I am, however, going to use some glitter as a top coat. So my I&M Northern Lights Out the Door hologram top coat in silver is going to be used today. So if you're going to stay tuned and keep watching, thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe. For those that are coming back, thank you for continuing to enjoy my videos where we do our nails and just chat about life. And for those who are new, I'm Wendy from Cali. I do my nails and kind of just talk about my life and hope that you enjoy. So here we go. Alright, I did already put Color Street nail strengthener on my nails. After vacation, my nails have been kind of a little bit rough. I skipped over Earth Day. Yesterday was Earth Day, and we had gone to the park, my very favorite park in San Gabriel, Vincent Lugo Park, and had a lot of fun. And afterwards, crashed and took a nap. And then my nieces chose lots of different nails from my leftover sets for us to do. So had a really mixed mani last night, which I took off this morning, and I'm ready to have something that's a little bit more cohesive. But it was fun doing my nails based on what my nieces had chosen, as well as doing their nails with what they had chosen. If you aren't part of my Facebook group, Wendy's Nail Fee Studio, you can, if you have Facebook, go and join. You can see what we did with our nails. But I am looking forward to, like I said, something a little more cohesive at this point. So that is what we're attempting to do with our strips here from the Color Play box for April. For those that don't know Color Street, it is a company that has been around since 2017, and they make dry nail polish strips like this, and I enjoy them very much. I am not a stylist. Stylists are those that sell the Color Street nail strips. But my sister-in-law, Carla, is a stylist. I have her link below if you want to purchase from her and support her small business. But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to show you how I'm going to use the Color Play box this week. So I hope that if you haven't used your box yet, I give you some inspiration as to how to do the nails. A lot of folks did not like this color. This is Vanilla Mix. Very pale, almost cream color with a hint of pink to it. As I see it on my nail, I'm not mad at it. I mean, it looks really nice and sleek by itself. I am, of course, interested in adding color to it, which I will intend to use all of these layered somehow on my nails. I'm probably going to mix and match them because I do like being able to see a lot of different color. I've seen lots of different ways that people have been using them, and I may attempt to layer more than one of the colors on top of each other, because I did think that that looked really nice when I saw other folks that have done that with their nail selfies. So I really like that look. So that is probably what I'm going to do. But interested in seeing what you all are going to do. Those of my nail friends that keep up with the subscription sets that we have each month with Color Street, can't wait to see what everyone else is doing with them. I've seen some, like I said, but I would love to see all the different inspired looks. I've seen these used over Midnight in Manhattan, which is a black, and really, I thought that looked great. And I've seen other folks have a glitter underneath these, which also looks really amazing. But I wanted to, again, try to keep to what was in the box, so attempting to do that right now. It is the first week back from my family vacation and going back to work, and it's been quite an adjustment, having to make that adjustment. I really miss my family, and, you know, I get it, we all have our own lives, but it was a nice escape from reality going on vacation with all of my family members. And so, you know, we got to talk about our past and, you know, how we grew up, my brother and sister and I, because, you know, my brother is only a year younger than myself, and then my sister's 4 years younger than me. So, you know, when I was away off at college, you know, it was just my brother and sister, and just hearing about how, you know, they spent their time together or not, in their case, you know, it's interesting because when I was growing up, I would have my sister tag along with me to a lot of things. And she told me some stories where I was just like, whoa, I don't remember that. But, you know, I'm sure, you know, what she told me is true because, you know, her memory's usually a lot better than mine. And, yeah, it was interesting to hear about stories from us growing up. And this week has been a struggle for me, at least, as far as getting good sleep. I don't know why, but the bouts of insomnia has come back, and I think it's because I'm just worried about some of my loved ones. And so, you know, it tends to happen. Can't shut off that brain. Let me see if I can layer this over here. It might work. Let's try it. But yeah, sometimes the worry just consumes my thoughts, and I'll wake up like in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep. And so I'll just lay there in the dark and the silence, trying to shut off my brain so I can go back to sleep. And then I had to binge watch Love is Blind. I had to, because everyone was talking about it, and I was like, okay, what am I missing? Because, you know, I watched the other seasons of Love is Blind, and so people were just buzzing about season 4. I didn't get any spoilers from all of the talk, but I was just curious, and so I had to watch it. I binged watched it. Took about, I think, 3 full nights after work, because, you know, you have to stop at some point and get some sleep to be able to function properly. But about 3 full nights of binge watching Love is Blind. And at first, I'll tell you this much, I didn't care for many of the people that were on the show this season. But then, as the episodes kept going, I did actually end up really rooting for some of the relationships that had been formed on the show. And so I'm not going to say very much more about that, but I am happy with, you know, when I saw the reunion show and all that, I am happy with the results of who actually got married and who, you know, stayed together and all that. So yeah, I don't know, whoever's watching me do my nails, if you like watching what my Panda Bear calls popcorn TV. But for me, that was very enjoyable. So the next show I plan to binge watch, which probably won't happen until a week or so from now, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon Prime. That's back, and so I definitely want to watch that, but don't know if that's going to happen soon. There's just a lot going on, and I want to focus on getting some stuff done before I escape into, you know, another TV show. Another thing that I really want to watch that I haven't had a chance to watch yet, or go see, the Super Mario Brothers movie. I grew up playing Super Mario on the Super Nintendo that my parents got us. And, I mean, mostly my brother played, but I played with him. And so Mario holds a sweet spot in my memories. So really want to watch that movie as well. Haven't had a chance to yet. Not sure when. Perhaps we might wait until it comes on streaming to watch it with the nieces and nephew, because our nephew Benjamin is a humongous Super Mario fan, and so I'm not even, should I save this and try to attempt to put it on? No, it's too much work. So one thing is that Color Street is a one-time use product. However, some of us who have tons of sets tend to like to open up a bunch of sets, and if we have leftovers, we use either we throw them in the freezer for using later, or we use a flat iron. I use a flat iron to heat seal in the original packaging so that I can attempt to use the leftover sets later, but no promises that they will still be good to use. I've had success with a lot of them, but not all of them. Like yesterday, for example, when my nieces were picking out leftover sets to use on them, there were a lot of strips that were wasted because they were just, perhaps I didn't heat seal them properly, or the weather here in California can get really hot and humid sometimes and warp the sets. So I guess that's probably a good reason that some folks like throwing their sets in the freezer. I've actually never thrown any of mine in the freezer because our freezer is packed full of stuff, and I just don't, it would completely get lost if I threw my sets in the freezer. I'll say that much. So I haven't done that. So yeah. Alright, I'm going to start with these two, and then let's work in some color really quick so that I can get the concept correct in my brain here before we attempt to do the rest. So I think what I wanted to do, originally I was going to go orange and purple because orange and purple kind of like go together, but I'm thinking that the orange looks better with the green, or even purple. I don't know. I'm having a tough time seeing the colors together for some reason. So it might just be that I have to just mix them all up, which I don't want to do. Let's start with the green. because I really do like that green color. And so let's start. No time like now to do this. You see, I was going to mix and match the colors, but now I feel like the colors by themselves might look better. But if I do that, there's only enough. And this is my gripe about this box set, is that there's only enough. There's only 4 of these, right? And so it makes it difficult to, if you want to match them up on all of the nails, you can't do it. You just can't. There's not enough sets, not enough strips for you to do it. And so that's kind of frustrating for me, because it's going to just end up looking like a mishmash. And, you know, I'd have to be okay with that. And I don't know if I'm going to be okay with that. So I'm obviously in a mood. Aunt Flo has been wreaking havoc on me the past few days. So far today, I've been lucky not to have to deal with the really bad cramps I've been dealing with the past couple of days. But who knows? The day is still fairly young. So, but I'm hoping that it's not going to be like that, where I'm going to be doubled over in a few minutes. Alright, I'm going to open them all up because it's going to take a little bit of just throwing them on and seeing if the look looks right. Because at this point right now, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I want all that color. So perhaps we can do this. Maybe leave some of them plain. So if that's the case, then I need to put the rest of the vanilla mix on. So let's do that really quick. Yeah, this box, not my favorite. Last month's box, Hidden Treasure, I loved a lot because of the reverse glitter dip sets. So, hoping that they come out with more like that. The month of May, my birthday month, they have Tropical Garden Party, I think is the theme. And I'm hoping that that one's going to be one that I really like. I think they just came out with some kind of like neon jungle looking sets that you can buy on the Color Street website, and there's been some comments that the May box might just look like, you know, more of that. And so if that's the case, that's not going to be cool, because it's nice to have something that's different. You know, these subscription boxes are for, at least I would think that the majority of the folks that are buying these boxes are folks like me that are already fans of Color Street and want those exclusive sets. Because it's not going to be new people, I don't think. I don't think new folks are signing up for the Color Play boxes because they don't know what Color Street is like. So, I don't think it's, you know, catering to the new folks might be a lost cause. But, who knows? I do know that, I know Stacy, from Stacy's Sassy Crew, she always has the best opinions in my opinion. You know, these sub boxes really should have sets from, you know, different finishes, like glitter, cream, nail art design, all of that. It shouldn't be just one finish. Like here, for example, it's like all cream again, and then little accent packs, and it's like, what do you do with this? Like, I'm literally going to be doing just one mani with this, and I probably won't even use the leftovers. That's why I'm not even caring about trying to save any leftovers, because I'm looking at the colors and, you know, the little tiny accent packs and all that, and it's like, I don't even have enough to save for using on my nieces. And so, as far as like value-wise for this box this month, it is not worth it. Last month's, yes. This month's, no. So, it makes me a little sad because I really do like subscribing to the boxes. It's fun to, you know, have the little surprise, the unboxing, and all that. But with this box, because I was on vacation when it was delivered, I had already seen, you know, folks unboxing their box and using their sets, and so it wasn't a surprise, which is fine, but it also wasn't, you know, my favorite. This is, yeah. I do like the colors, very spring-like, but then they don't really go together, at least not in my mind. So I guess that's where perhaps if I had a more creative mind, I might be able to understand the concept of these colors. And I'm almost tempted to follow one of the, you know, the booklet's tutorials. They include a little leaflet with the boxes with some ideas on how to do the nails. And I'm almost tempted to just do that and not use my brain right now, because my brain feels completely fried. I don't know if any of you all experience that in your life, where it's just like your brain is just wanting to like shut down. You just want to sleep. I'm experiencing that right now. Like, I am not motivated, although I did get up this morning, did laundry, and I will be doing some work after I finish my nails. I did organize my home office desk because that was a hot mess right before leaving on vacation. So now it's more organized, and my brain does feel a lot clearer, if that makes sense. Whenever I'm working around clutter, I tend to get more scatterbrained. And so, having cleaned up my desk and organized it, it does make me feel a little more motivated to do stuff. So, I had to think to myself, okay, do I do my nails first, or do I do some work first? And so I decided, because it's quieter right now, get this video done, get my nails done, finish off the laundry, and then do some work. So that is the goal for today, or that is the plan for the day. And that's where we're at. What shows are all of y'all watching right now? Because after I watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, I would love some new shows to watch for the spring and summer. It's finally starting to feel like spring here in California. I know we've been getting some really weird weather all across the U.S., but we're finally getting, you know, low 80s, high 70s type weather. And the rain has seemed to finally be done here in California. But yeah, would love to know what you all are watching, what you might recommend. Either on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. You know, what's good? Also, what books? If you guys read any books, what books are good right now? Because I haven't read a good book in a long while. And it'd be nice to get back into reading. I know there's one author that I really liked that I discovered maybe about a decade ago. And her name is Heather Wardell. She's a Canadian writer. And her books I've gotten off of, I think Amazon Kindle or Barnes & Noble for my Nook. Like digital copies for like really inexpensive when she first releases her books. And they're a lot of fun because she kind of incorporates a lot of her characters into the different books. And so it's almost like you can see those characters in your mind because they kind of are reoccurring characters in her various books. And it feels almost like they're real people, even though I know they're made up. But she does a great job of making them feel like real people. And there was one, I think 3-part series of books that she had done where it was like, I remember writing her an email and telling her like, oh, I think these actors might be great in if your books were, you know, translated into movies. And so she actually wrote back to me. It was really cool. But yeah, I'm hoping that she releases another book in the next year or so that I can have that as a fun read. This is why I don't like the creams. If you can see, it's like the solids are the hardest to work with. Alright, I'll do my thumbs last. Let's work on the color because I do want to add a little bit of color. So I'm thinking I'm going to do, I really like, these are my favorite colors, purple and green. So I'm going to just combine those two together, I think, is what I'm going to do. And so I'll do the opposite on each hand. And that way I can have them together. And then, obviously, these strips, there's only 4 of them, so it's going to look interesting trying to put them on all my fingers. That's not going to happen. So I have to pick and choose which ones I want to put on. And so let's start with this. Yikes. Oh, I'm gonna ruin this. I'm totally gonna ruin this. Alright, here we go. There we go. Let's see if we can use this one on the other hand. Nope. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Let's trying this way. And I understand with these that I'm likely going to have to give up trying to make it match, because they're not going to all look exactly the same when I lay them down, if I'm going to do it like this. So I will just have to deal with the fact that they're not going to match. And that's okay. It's just nails. And if the set just doesn't do it for me, it'll be changed out. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Just gonna put this one on this hand. There we go. And then attempt to put it yeah, they're all not going to match. That's perfectly fine. I think the point is just to give them a try. Here we go. And we're just going to lay down whatever, because at this point, they're all not going to match, so it's not going to matter. Alright, I want to use the green. So let's do that. And I wanted to layer the green, actually, over the purple itself. But I might not do that on all of the fingers, since they're all not going to match anyways. So let's just do. It's time to just let go and be creative and not let my obsessive side take over. So I think I want this one, actually, because it's not going to be the same exact shape, but it's at least going to layer like that. That's what I was going for. Alright. Obviously, need to do a little bit of cleanup there, but at least it's laid down. And then on this side, I'm not going to lay it on top of each other. I'm actually going to make it look like that, where there's a wide gap. But I do want it all the way on the edge. I want the edge to be covered. I might also add another color, because the middle finger does have a lot of space. So just trying to make it look different. I'm a huge fan of owls. I don't know if any of y'all know, to the point where I have an owl tattoo. But this owl is really special because Panda Bear and I went to a gem show, and that owl had caught his eye and my eye, and the folks that were selling the owl had said it was Euperlite, but they made a joke about you polite, like, no, you're polite, like, it was just funny. And so it's special because I don't know if you guys know about Uperlite, but it's from the Upper Peninsula, Michigan lake area, and it's UV. Like the material that's in Uperlite is UV sensitive, so you can see that there was, like, when I shone the flashlight UV light on it, you can see that it lights up. So it's really cool. Felt like I needed its energy today for my video, so that's why he is joining us today. And April is getting towards the end, and what that means is May is upon us, and in May it's my birthday. I'm a stubborn Taurus, so we are now in Taurus season for those that follow the zodiac. And yeah, I sometimes tend to forget about my birthday because it's not important to me. But I did get a text before I started recording this video from my friend Na, and it totally brought up the fact that my birthday's coming up, and I'm like, oh shoot. And so she was asking, you know, when did we want to celebrate my birthday? And I'm just like, I have no idea. Like I said, my birthday is not really important to me, so I tend to forget about celebrating it unless my friends and family mention it to me. So I'm just like, oh shoot, I have to think about my birthday, don't I? I'm not ready, I guess. I'm not ready to think about my birthday. There's just too much going on right now that's occupying my mind, that it's like my birthday's not really important. But of course, I'm going to celebrate it with my friends because that's what we do. But I just haven't really thought about it. So yeah. Now if you're watching this, I will respond to your text. I need to mull it over. Mull over what celebrating my birthday, what we want to do for this year. I mean, as long as I just have a good meal and have time to spend with my friends and my family, that's really all that matters. But yeah. Alright. So you can see how it's slowly coming together. That none of the nails are going to match because I've decided that it's going to be way too difficult to do that. But let's work on incorporating some of the other colors too, because I want to do that. I do want to have a little bit of all the colors. So let's see what we're going to do here. I'm thinking